Okay, so if you've ever tried to find a truly special gift for a kid, you know how tough it can be, right? The world is just overflowing with joys. But there's this really interesting shift happening towards personalized digital experiences. And today, we're going to take a look at how one company, Sunku Studio, is doing just that by literally putting a child right in the middle of their very own animated adventure. And this quote, this really says it all, doesn't it? Turn children into the heroes of their own adventures. See, the whole point isn't just for a kid to sit back and watch something. It's about getting them involved. Think about it. It completely changes the game when you go from just being a spectator to actually being the star of the show. That can make a huge difference in how the story's message really sinks in. So let's dig into how they actually pull this off. So what's the big idea here? What's the goal of making it so personal? Well, it all comes down to one word: empowerment. These stories are built to do way more than just keep a kid entertained. The whole point is to create something that helps build their confidence, their self-esteem, right from the get-go. Okay, so how do they actually do that? Well, it's not random. Every single story is built on a really solid foundation. We're talking about narratives that reflect real-life values we all want to see. Things like courage and kindness. They also make a point to celebrate all kinds of different experiences and, of course, deliver a really positive message. And it's all wrapped up in a way that manages to educate and inspire, while still being a ton of fun. And this right here, this is the secret sauce. It's all about creating stories that kids can truly see themselves in. I mean, just imagine being a kid and watching a hero who not only looks and feels like you, but actually has your name. That's powerful stuff. It sends this message that says, hey, you can be brave, you can be kind, you can be the hero. That kind of representation is a huge deal when a kid is just starting to figure out who they are. All right, so we've talked a lot about the why behind all this. Now let's switch gears and look at the how. Like, how do you actually make one of these custom adventures? Turns out, they've made the whole process super simple. But that brings up a really good question, right? Every kid is totally unique, so how can a preset story feel one of a kind? Well, the magic is in a few key details that you get to personalize, and that's what makes each video completely different from the next. It really just boils down to 3 easy steps. First up, you get to choose the story theme. That sets the whole scene for the adventure. Then comes the most important part. You add the child's name, so it's actually in the story. And finally, and this is a really nice touch we'll talk more about, the person giving the gift can write their own personal message, which adds this whole other layer of heart to it. So you go through those steps, and what do you get at the end? Well, the idea is that you're not just getting a video file. What they're aiming for is to create what they call a digital keepsake. Something that's meant to be held onto and treasured for a long, long time. Yeah, let's just pause on that word for a second, keepsake. We usually think of a physical thing, right? Something you keep to remember a person or a special day. Well, that's exactly what they're trying to do here, but in a digital way. By putting the child's name in the story and adding that custom message, the whole animation becomes a memento, a little time capsule of a specific moment and a special relationship. And here's where you can really see the difference side by side. On one hand, you've got your traditional gift, which is often mass-produced and might be forgotten after a few weeks. But on the other hand, you have this Synqui story, which is totally personalized and designed to be a lasting memory. And of course, there's a huge practical difference. One requires shipping and waiting, and the other, it's delivered instantly, right to your device. And you can probably imagine, a gift like this works for pretty much any occasion. I mean, sure, it's perfect for birthdays and holidays, that's a given, but think about other moments too. Special milestones, like maybe the first day of school, or even for those just because moments when a kid could really use a little pick-me-up. Let's not forget the convenience factor, because it's a huge part of the appeal. There's no shipping, no waiting, the whole thing is instant. You can watch it on any device you've got, a phone, a tablet, a computer. This makes it an absolute lifesaver for those last-minute gift panics, or for sending something really special to family who lives on the other side of the country. So, at the end of the day, the argument they're making is that this is more than just a video. It's not just about the animation. The real focus is on the whole experience it creates, not just for the child, but for the entire family. Because really, the whole thing is designed to create a memory that lasts a lifetime. It's all about those little moments, The look on a child's face when they hear their own name, or that feeling of connection when they see a special message from someone they love. Those are the moments that stick with you. And that's why this quote is so on point. It really drives home that this isn't just a gift for one kid to enjoy alone. It's meant to be a shared experience, something that families will treasure forever because they watch it together, talk about it together, and it becomes a part of their story. So this whole idea, this whole company, really boils down to one simple, powerful belief. Seeing yourself as the hero of the story can change everything. And that leaves us with one final thought, a question that really gets to the heart of it all. What story will your hero star in?